60,000. That's how many thoughts the average person has per day. And what is truly concerning is that nearly 75% of these thoughts are negative. 75%. So today, I'm going to give you back total control, giving you 5 steps to self-control mastery. Starting with number 1, 5 Whys technique. It's my secret weapon. A 2006 study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology estimated that nearly 40% of people's activities are done out of habit. That means that nearly half of the decisions that you're making every day, you don't even know that you're making them. So, you just simply being aware of these daily habits could drastically change your behavior. This is why one of the most important tools that I use are the 5 Whys technique. The 5 Whys technique is a simple but effective problem-solving tool designed to get to the root cause of any problem. So, how does it work? Let's break it down. State the problem. Start by identifying the problem that you're currently facing. For instance, let's say that you're always late to work. Ask why the problem exists. Response: because I always wake up late. Ask why, again to the given answer. Response: because I go to bed late. You continue the process of asking why and always doing your best to respond honestly. Why do you go to bed late? Because I can't fall asleep early. Why can't you fall asleep early? Because I drink coffee in the evening. Why do you drink coffee in the evening? Because I feel sleepy and I need to work late. Why do you need to work late? Because you were late to work this morning. The technique's brilliance lies in its repetition. By consistently asking why, you strip away surface level symptoms, arriving to the heart of the problem and what's truly holding you back. Tips 1 to 3 are going to build the strong foundation you need to build self-control. Tip 4 is ancient wisdom for the modern man, and you'll want to watch till the end because tip 5 is not only the hardest, but I promise you if you can commit, it'll change your life forever. Number 2, train your brain to always make the right choice with the marshmallow test. Delayed gratification is the key to unlocking everything you want out of life. Wealth, gains in the gym, even finding your person. Instant pleasure versus long-term benefits is a constant battle happening in our mind. But how do you train our brains to make the right choice? Our second step to mastering self-control might be the hardest one on this list. First, let's talk about the classic experiment that you probably would have failed, as would most people, the marshmallow test. Kids were given a marshmallow and told that they could eat it immediately, or they could wait 5 minutes and receive 2. It's a simple test, but it's about resisting the instant pull, focusing on the bigger picture. The real interest was in tracking these kids as they grew up. Researchers wanted to see how the choice they made, whether to wait or not to wait, correlated with their life outcomes. Education, SAT scores, body mass index, and even relationships. And guess what? Kids who resisted, waited for that second marshmallow, generally fared better in life. They had higher SAT scores, better educational outcomes, and even healthier bodies. That is how important the skill of self-control is. But how do we apply this in real life? It's about setting clear choices. By setting clear choices and then visualizing our rewards, we are training our brains to see the value in waiting. Because every time we delay a small gratification, we're building a stronger, more disciplined future self. If you don't know what SMART goals are, it's an acronym for goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I highly recommend you using them to combat the struggles of delayed gratification. 3, make the right choice, the easy choice. Have you ever felt overwhelmed trying to resist temptation? I have. But I found a hack. It's called pre-commitment. It's not just about willpower. It's about designing your environment so the right choice is the easy choice. A common example of this is prepping all your meals for the week to save time and eat healthier. This way, you won't make a bad choice when you're hungry. By committing before temptation strikes, we anchor our choices, making it easier to stick to our goals. For instance, saving money. Instead of deciding every month how much to save, you want to set it and forget it. Apps like Dave make it easy to pre-commit to your financial goals. Dave is the banking app that's leveling out the financial playing field. When you download Dave, you can get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. No credit check, no late fees. It's part of Dave's Extra Cash account. Advance the money that you need with no interest. You just settle up later. I love spending. Who doesn't? But by pre-committing a portion of my income to savings, I've made the decision once, not every time temptation strikes. Pre-commitment is like giving your future self a gift. By making the decision ahead of time, we free our minds from the constant battle of decision making, because the best way to resist temptation, to eliminate it. When you combine pre-commitment and Dave, it's basically free money. Download Dave today at dave.com/TMF. That's dave.com/TMF. You can get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. No credit check and no late fees. Download the Dave app now or go to dave.com/TMF. Eligibility criteria and instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve, a member of the FDIC. Now, let's dive a little bit deeper in this journey. With tip number 4, reframing. It's about changing how you see things, turning problems into opportunities for growth. Sleep is good, but isn't achieving my goals better? What feels better? The power is in perspective. Instead of thinking about what you're giving up, think about what you're gaining. Reframing isn't about ignoring negative feelings. It's about elevating the positive ones. Ancient philosophies like Stoicism from Greece and Rome teach the idea that our judgment about events, rather than the events themselves, cause stress. How we choose to react to all things is up to us. And if we choose right, we can delay negative self-talk once and for all. When you're faced with the choice, I want you to ask yourself, if I remove my thoughts and feelings and all emotions out of this equation, does this bring me closer to my ultimate goal, or does it do the opposite? Now, for my last tip to help you on your road to self-mastery, the hardest one yet. They can be mental anchors holding you down. It's so easy to dwell on them, to let them consume our thoughts, but that cycle is exhausting. And if you can't break that cycle, we can't get ahead. So here's my last tip. This journal, it's more than just a diary. It's my compass, my highs, my lows, my moments of pride, and importantly, my setbacks. Each entry is a step on my journey. Some memories, they sting, even years later. But with each, I've tried to understand, learn, and forgive. Painful memories aren't just about our own mistakes. They also involve the hurt others might have caused us. But clinging onto that resentment is a burden. Research from the University of California suggests that harboring onto grudges can lead to health problems, guilt, shame, and embarrassment. We all get these feelings, but if you don't learn how to deal with them, it can affect your cardiovascular health, your immune response, and your psychological well-being. So, how can you embrace this transformative power of forgiveness and learning from your mistakes? You have to reflect. Write it down if you have to. Once you get it out of your headspace, you create room for more positive thoughts. Then you will need to accept the situation and let it go. See, that's the thing. Most of us lack self-control so completely that when we start, even a little bit, to control our impulses, our thoughts, and actions, the change is clear as day, not just to you, but to those around you. So if you want total self-control, you will practice the 5 whys technique to build awareness. You will train your brain to make the right choice with the marshmallow test. You will make the right choice, the easy choice, with pre-commitment. You will reframe your life to see the positive and not the negative. Finally, you will forgive, let go, and move on. That is how you master self-control. I will leave you 2 more videos here so you boys continue to level up. See you guys next time.